Hey guys, welcome back to the second episode of the Rebound Friday podcast. So today we have Neeraj here. Neeraj is the founder of BuildAlgos. So he's building an algorithmic trading platform wherein users can build, deploy, and backtest their trading strategies. I'll let Neeraj cover more on that. And yeah, we have Nilesh as our co-host. So let's get started, guys. Yeah. So, Neeraj, before we begin, uh, let's just start with a bit about yourself. What made you start Build Algos?
So, so I've been into trading from the time I became like 17, 18. And I tried trading in options when I turned 18, I think in 2018, it was in 2018. And while trading options, like I used to do a lot of market analysis and all, and I had built some trading strategy using which I used to scalp the markets. So while doing so, like initial first 2 months were very good. I almost like doubled my capital in that time. And later on, it was like I remember it was two expiry, like there was an expiry day and one day before expiry.
Mm-hmm.
I almost burnt through my entire profits that I had made in the first 2 months. And and at that time I was like, "Okay, let's just stop and reassess what I'm doing."
Got
So
it.
then I decided that like there should be a systematic approach because the losses happened because I went away from the trading logic and I was like fighting with the markets in some
Okay.
or the other way. But then I decided like we should like I should create a system out of it and trade
Okay.
in a systematic way. And then I tried some of the platforms that were present in the market. Then I decided like let's not do that and
Mm-hmm.
started learning Python just for
Okay.
automating. And luckily, that was 2019. And luckily,
Mm-hmm.
after starting to learn Python, COVID happened. So I got
Okay.
like entire time to learn more, get more into the development side. Like since I'm from BBA background, like the COVID time helped me a lot to focus entirely on like
Right.
learning
Right.
Python and automation and stuff. So then I automated my strategies and then like my capital was very little. So to increase my capital, I got into freelancing and then I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
get into this field. And since I didn't have a engineering degree, I did several courses. And through those courses, I got placed into quant developer position. And like I did that for 2 years or so. After
Mm-hmm.
that job, I started working on a different product, which pivoted into Build Algos.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So what
this
was
is the
the
entire story.
what was the initial product like? Like how did you?
So
I think it was
initial
called
product Spark.
Matic
It was just
Algos. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Matic Algos is something that I've been running from like 4 to 5 years. It started with a YouTube video, then it converted into a community. That community I
Mm-hmm.
still run. The community is for Python algo traders. And Build Algos was initially started as a YouTube channel. So sorry, Matic Algo started as a YouTube channel initially. But then I named the product as Spark.Matic Algos. Like it was just a API for multiple brokers using which, let's say, if you are running a trading strategy and you
Mm-hmm.
play a strategy placed an order, that order used to get placed into like all the trading accounts you have, and you would be able to manage your trading strategies in a better way using that API.
Got
Because
it.
let's say if someone who doesn't know like a lot of programming, but they know a little bit of it, and they
Mm-hmm.
just created an algo that that algo like if you want to manage it from your phone, it becomes very difficult. Like you will need to log in into your AWS, or let's say you're running it from your desktop and you're not at the location, it would
Right.
be a bit difficult. So but using that platform, you could just or parse the orders through my API, and it would take care of this. Like it would take care of
Mm-hmm.
your order management system. But then after talking with the clients, I realized that they also wanted to have the backtesting and the live deployment feature, because there was a very small market wherein people were used to come and actually build the algos. So then I
Mm-hmm.
pivoted it to build algos. Like I build
Got it.
algo still uses the Spark execution engine behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it. Got it. So, like in the Indian market, we say right options. India में options dominate करता है वगैरह. How do you think? They also say that most of the traders in options make losses. So how do you think how healthy that is for the system, and what are your thoughts about it?
So actually, if you go deep into that report, most of the people who lose money in options are actually people who have an income of less than 5 lakh rupees. And
Mm-hmm.
like if you go deep into that report, and most of those people are just came to the market out of hype that got created after 2020 with respect to trading. And they just saw some YouTube videos and some influencers talking about options, and like that is like if you go into statistics, that is the majority of the people who have lost the money.
Mm-hmm.
But
Got it,
yeah,
got it.
I mean, people, since I also lost money initially while trading in options, people come to options trading with a very unrealistic return in their mind. Like they are expecting like I'll 2x my capital quickly. It's like it's very unrealistic. Even with
Mm-hmm.
options trading, you need to be conservative. You are already highly leveraged when you're trading options. So that is somewhere people need to manage that. And systematic approach actually helps because you are managing your risk. If market goes against you, you are stopping. Like you won't trade anymore. If the system is out, it's out. It won't be like यार I'm seeing like मुझे एक नया सेटअप दिख रहा है और वो सेटअप में वापस जंप कर लिया वैसे नहीं है once the system stops
Mm-hmm.
it stops your trading altogether.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, the algo stops if someone chul machi to वापस चालू भी कर लेंगे लोग, but at least systematic way में तो it will stop the trade. That is how it is, like algo.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Nice, nice, nice.
So,
Nilesh, go ahead, man. You had some questions, yeah.
mm, so since you mentioned that you build the Matic Algos where people were able to execute their trade across multiple, uh, I would say the sellers, and I would say like, and then I tried your build algos. So build algos is more like drag and drop solution, and you can write code over on top of it. So for a person who knows the code, how does it change? Like since drag and drop generates some code in the background, how do you maintain its maintainability and observability, and how easy it is to edit it?
So, I mean, I'm getting a feedback from people that with the agentic and like short form content going
Mhm.
on, people
Mm-hmm.
have become very like little lazy to learn the UI of a new platform. But people who are actually using it, they have told me like it took them 30-40 minutes to actually learn the platform throughout, like the no code thing. And about
Mm-hmm.
the observability, every node that you have created, we have logs that runs into our system, so we know what is happening over there. And there is AI element is there in the builder, but the no code to code flow is entirely systematic. So
Okay.
like we obviously all keep on auditing the workflow that is created. It's not like a dynamic. It's a dynamic thing, but it's a rule based. The JSON gets converted into code in a rule based manner. So that is how we manage it.
Mm-hmm. So, who are your core users in terms of
So my
yeah.
core users are primarily people who understand options market and who have actually traded in the market. It's probably more for the pro option traders who just want to automate their workflow, like their trading logic.
So, I think back in the days, even I tried to do options, but it was just way too confusing for me. So I didn't get more into the details. But since you've been building this platform, what do you think is the right way to basically use AI today in terms of your in terms of you building your own trading strategies? Is it to use it as an assistant, or you let AI take the major decisions in terms of when it has to buy or sell? Yeah.
So yeah, I've seen like recently with when Zerodha came out with its MCP server, there are a lot of applications that are coming in which has like a black box thing wherein you just tell the AI do this, do that, and the AI takes the decision for you. But I am not sure about the scalability of that because AI is a black box, right? You don't know what is happening. In the platform, we also have an AI strategy builder, but whatever strategy it builds, it is visible to you. So it gets converted into the no code workflow. And the backtesting and the deployment part happens as per what is created in the workflow. So even if AI creates any mistake, you can go and fix it up. And you can actually see what the AI has created. If you are giving the decision making power to the AI, it is like a black box. So at least me as a trader, I can't trust a black box thing to take decisions for me, unless it is
Right.
built by me, because these models are trained on the data that is like overall data, right? And
Publicly
not
available.
focused on trading data. So it is very hard to decode once it takes a decision, like why it took the decision.
Hmm.
Uh, so yeah, I feel like I can't trust it. I can just trust it to create the layout of the strategy, and the rest of the things should be like manually checked and then deployed, because real money is involved here. So
Right. And I think in terms of regulations also, there has been some regulations by SEBI in terms of algo trading. So how has it been affecting you or your compliance side of things?
for a startup, all these compliances are a bit of a headache, I would say. But earlier, before these compliance came into picture, was entire algo trading space was running into a gray area. Like there were no official rules around it, and people were confused, like if it is legal or not. Brokers also didn't know if it is legitimate, and so they couldn't market the algos properly. Even initially, when few brokers were marketing algos, SEBI had stopped them from doing it. But now, since the regulations are coming into picture, everything, like if once everything gets regulated, I think like there is a big chance that algos would be, you'll see a lot of marketing happening in algo space in the next couple of months. I
Okay.
mean, it's helpful for the entire industry, I would say, but as a startup, it is a bit difficult to comply with a lot of regulations.
Hmm.
But that is what we have to do if we want to, keep running at this pace.
I mean, fintech is a very deeply regulated market, and coming back to this thing, algo trading, it's even more regulated, right? So yeah. Again, like, what do you think? You've been into this industry for the past 4 5 years. What do you think? Like most traders, what are the kind of mistakes they repeat again and again when they are doing options trading, or maybe using your platform as well? So tell me more about what are your thoughts on this?
So mistakes that people make while trading are a lot, like emotional driven decisions. If they see that market is moving in a direction and they'll just jump on it, not following a system. I mean, it works for some people, it doesn't work for some. So trading is something like you should try and see what is working for you and then follow that steps.
Right.
And while using my platform, at least it's like creating a trading strategy is like just automating your rules. It is not like a money making machine, because if the logic that you have created is not working in the market, you can't just keep on running it, right?
Right.
If it's not working, then you have to reassess what you have been doing, and then create another strategy or think about what you've done. So that is something. And also there has been a lot of regulatory changes in the market, which has been affecting the overall microstructure of the market. So you have to, keep evolving with the
Hmm.
changes that are happening.
So Neeraj, like you mentioned, you used to work in quant industry. You have seen institutional quant workflows, and what's the thing that you feel retail traders underestimate about the live execution and this quant trading?
So, I mean, although I was working in the quant, I was still in a MFT area. MFT is medium
Okay.
frequency.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen the high frequency setups, like we can't match the execution speed that HFTs have.
Mm-hmm.
That is obviously there. But with retail algos, I think like if you are controlling your risk and managing your trades properly, you can also, make some money out of the markets. That is all. Like that is what institutions also do. They have some set of strategies that are highly diversified. And by diversification, what I mean is like, let's say you are investing into the markets, right? While investing, you don't just buy Reliance shares. You will buy you will put your money, you won't put your entire funds into a single stock, right? It would be very risky. You would diversify. That is what we have been told. Like you need to put some money into stocks, you need to put some money into gold, and also in stocks, you need to put some into, let's say, index funds, then Reliance, or you'll diversify it across various sectors. You'll put money into IT also, you'll put into pharma, like whatever is your diversification method. So in the similar way, while trading algos, it's not like you're just following a single strategy. You can do it in a way that if the market is trending, then you can like we need to have strategies which will be for trending market, which will also be for mean reversion. So you need to have a portfolio of strategies working for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then overall, your equity curve would be smoother if you have like multiple trading strategies.
And
Mm-hmm.
let's say someone is trying to get into this industry, how should he be? Like, should he be taking up a job, or there's some resources like he can see on internet and he can do, like he can get some virtual money where he can try his workflows over.
Them. But if someone is looking into get into the quant field, it's better if you know, I mean, I learned everything from YouTube because it was like pre-GPT era. At that time, I started learning to code, and I was doing it initially out of self-interest.
Okay.
So, but then I got lucky and then I got placed. So, that is how I personally got into this field. So, I mean, the route that I took is very unconventional because people say that if you want to get into quant side, you need to be from IITs. I mean, in a way, it's true. Like it opens more doors for you compared to someone who is
Mm-hmm.
self-taught. So,
Mm-hmm. Got
yeah, I
it.
mean, if you're from a good college, then already those doors are open for you. If you just want to get into the field, then like start programming, have some good projects, do your own research. Probably like you'll get hired in it, or if you have your own funds, or you can, uh, like since when someone is young, they don't have enough capital to start directly get into algorithmic
Mhm.
trading, right?
Got it. Yeah. So Neeraj, like, how does Build Algos work? Like, if you can just explain, as a fresh user, if I come to your platform, how do I navigate through the entire platform? What are the different features that are available? What sort of things I can automate? What sort of parameters I can tweak when I'm like testing my trading strategies? So a little bit about how Build Algos
Okay,
actually works.
so Build Algos is a no-code platform, and the reason for building it was that I couldn't find any platform that could provide me these functionalities. Most of the platforms that are currently available in India, they are focused entirely towards time-based trading strategies. Time-based, I mean, like at the time that you create a straddle or create a position and then keep on adjusting it as per the price change. So my primary focus was that I will give whatever data points are normally available for trading and what I was using at the firm that I was working at. So
Mm-hmm.
this allows like higher flexibility. You can also get like individual options data. You can create combined premium data. You can get like rolling straddles. And then you
Mm-hmm.
can, on top of that, you can create various type of logics that can be executed and the same logic can be backtested and executed. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever features we get into this ecosystem, we first see if it can be tested, and only then the feature comes into the picture. Tested
Okay.
as in tested on the historical data as well as on the live data.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant by that. Yeah. So this is
Got
how
it.
we are sort of different, and these are all the things that you can do. And we are also working on a AI builder, AI agent, which can help you, which can streamline the building process.
Mm-hmm. So, like what I understood is that you can basically connect like multiple brokers, right? That's what we've been talking about. You can basically connect to like multiple brokers and execute various trading strategies. Great. So, like we all know that it's a like again we talked back that it's a very like regulated industry, and if you had to change one regulation or maybe where you feel that it is hindering your growth, right? Slightly take it or leave it question, but yeah, I would just like to ask you that. Yeah.
Like if hypothetically, I would remove this entire circular that has come in about algo trading. It's like it was not regulated. Now it is getting regulated, and the regulations will kick in from 31st March, and we have to do a lot of audits and all. So, if hypothetically, I would just get rid of everything and make it a free market.
That
We
is,
don't live in a free market, so
yep, got it, got it, got it. So, what has been like so you've been doing this for around 4 to 5 years. So what has been like a massive learning that you have learned in the, especially building in fintech in India, uh, in terms of building your own product? What has been like one major learning that you have taken out of building build algos?
I mean, with the AI thing, it's very easy to do stuff right now. But I feel like you don't need a proper educational degree to do something. If you feel like doing it, you can just do it yourself. That's from the past years that I've been into working into this field. And about build algos and startup, I feel like I need to think of what that is. So,
Okay, like
okay,
top
like
of the
top of the
mind,
mind.
what can you think, like how did you start, like where did you, what are some of the mistakes that you made, that if you had to build algos all over again, right? So you would not repeat that. It can be in terms of anything, like it can be in terms of
Yeah, so in terms of that, I am in love with building stuff, and so that is why I kept on building the product. If given a chance, I would start marketing the product early, like get some followers on Twitter and Instagram, and then launch the product, so that we have like a lot of users actually like, being excited to use it. I started that pretty late, and
okay.
that should have been done before starting to build anything.
That is like we realize it after we have started building, and then we want to crack distribution. So
Yeah,
like
yeah, because building is fun. I can just if I lock in right now, I'll just keep on building for next 4 or 5 months. But then again, yeah, what a user needs, what is actually required by the user, by the end user, that is something that we need to focus on. And also we need to have an audience to launch the product.
right.
If we just keep in the like stay in the dark and keep on building, that would be like an ideal scenario for me. But once the building part is done or once your money is over, you don't have a consumer to use the product. Then what's the point?
So where are you in terms of users? How are users using your platform? What are some of the like how are you handling day-to-day operations? Being a very lean team at this point. Can you tell us something about that?
Yeah, so right now our team is of just 4 people, including me. So support part is taken care by me as well, and also I do backend stuff. Uh, so it becomes very, tough for us when there is during crisis, it becomes very tough for us to manage. Otherwise, the
Mm-hmm.
day-to-day stuff is almost entirely automated right now. So
Hmm.
too much of the thing that we need to do. But again, if some client is stuck somewhere, then we have to create a meet with him and then explain them like what what they need to do. Day to day, right now we are currently having like less amount of users. We have like 150 active users right now who are using the platform, and out of which only 40 are paid users. The team of 4 is able to handle that at least now. And apart from that, we are currently at a very early stage, I would say.
Hmm. Hmm. Got it. Got it. Got it. Nilesh, if you had any questions, yeah.
Yeah. So, like you said, you started building Matic Algos initially, and there was a time SEBI banned all the open APIs for trading, like all the
It is
execution
not
has.
banned yet. It
Okay.
is not banned yet. Once the
Mhm.
regulations kick in, they have been told that but open APIs are here to stay. They in the circular there is another point which is retail tech savvy people who are building their own strategies. For them, the open APIs will always be available.
Okay. And how do you feel you
Cool.
hopped into the idea of building build algos?
Yeah, so as I said earlier, so I was trading myself initially, and then I wanted to automate my own system, and that is why I got into uh, that is why I got into quant trading and algo trading side. Like I was very lazy to wake up early. I used to work and study about stuff the entire night, and then I used to be very lazy to get up early with the market timings, and that is why I thought like let's automate everything and. That's why I got into building algos and trading strategies and systems. Uh, but yeah, what was your question again? Can you repeat your question? I lost track.
Like there were many competitors, at that time. So, what made you execute it on your own using code, learn the code and build it?
So there are competitors even now, but what they are doing and what I'm doing is a bit different. And like in any industry we go right now, there would be a lot of competitors, right? But even then, we can make some place in the market. That's the entire
Mm-hmm.
idea of building
So
it.
you said there are competitors, right? So you said your competitors are different than you. So how would you differentiate? Like if a normal user, let's say, gets stuck between you and your competitor, so what would be the wedge for the user to choose you over someone else? What are some things that you do better that others do not offer in terms of yeah.
So we have a event-driven engine using which we go candle by candle on each and every minute. So it takes a little bit of a hit on the speed of backtest. But these guys who are mainly focused on time-based strategies, they run vectorized queries on their database and they are able to give you the time-based strategy results. What we do is like we go candle by candle, we recompute as per the candle close. So that gives us a lot of flexibility. And in terms of flexibility, client can do any type of like build very custom solutions as per their requirement in a single strategy, which they may or may not be able to build with the competitors.
Like
Obviously, it's
could
a
you
feature
give
advantage, but features can be, they can also duplicate my features. I can
Yeah.
also build their features. It again depends on who is giving like a good customer service, who is good, giving good support to the clients. That is what majorly matters actually in the industry, not the features.
makes
Interesting.
sense, yeah. So Nilesh, do you have any other questions or
No, Neeraj, like really laid it well.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me.
thank you, Neeraj. With that, guys, we are ending this podcast. And yeah, we'll hope to see you in the next one. Bye, Neeraj. Bye, Nilesh.
Bye, Neeraj. Thank
Thanks
you.
for doing this, Neeraj. Yeah.
Thank you, Ali. Bye.